Now you will form a claim in response to the questions. You will record your claim in your reading response journal. The questions that you're going to be looking at are: is homeownership attainable for all Americans? Why or why not? Remember that a claim is an evidence-based opinion or conclusion about a topic. At this point in the process, you will make an informal statement in preparation for expressing your understanding in writing. You will have 5 minutes to complete this activity in your reading response journal. Now you will evaluate your claim. You're going to read your claim and ask yourself the questions on the board. If you answer no to any of the questions, you will need to revise your claim. The questions that you're going to be looking at are: is the claim clearly stated? Is the claim based on evidence you gathered from the unit text? You will have 5 minutes to evaluate your claim and revise your claim if necessary. Now you will gather and organize evidence in preparation for composing your work on the evidence tool. You will gather additional evidence from the text in this section to support your claim from the previous activity, and you will record your evidence in your reading response journal. You will need to gather and organize as much evidence as you can, as you will use this evidence in your work. You will have 15 minutes to complete this activity. Read the thesis statement, then answer the questions in your reading response journal. The dream of homeownership is not attainable for all because many people cannot afford to buy a home. There are not enough resources available to millennials, and minorities have been oppressed by government policies for generations. The questions that you're going to answer about this thesis statement in your reading response journal are: what is the writer's position? What is an alternate or opposing position? In other words, the counterclaim. And what claims support each position? Remember that a claim that supports an alternate or opposing position is the counterclaim, and when constructing an argument, it is important to acknowledge and address the counterclaims to strengthen your own argument. As you answer these questions, you need to think about the following: what information conflicts with your thesis statement, and what evidence supports that? You will have 5 minutes to answer these questions in your reading response journal. Now you will review the text from this section and highlight any evidence that supports a counterclaim. You may want to jot that evidence down on paper when you find it. You will have 10 minutes to complete this activity. Now you will write a draft paragraph that addresses a counterclaim to strengthen the writer's argument for the position presented in the thesis statement. You will write a topic sentence which identifies a supporting claim and how it relates to the thesis statement. You will write 1 to 2 sentences to introduce a counterclaim and associated evidence and clarify how the counterclaim relates to the supporting claim. You will integrate the evidence through direct quotation or paraphrase. You will write 3 to 4 sentences that refute or weaken the counterclaim and evidence while supporting the claim of the paragraph. You will need to review counterclaims in the argument reference guide. When you address counterclaims, you should use transitions which help clarify the relationships among the claims and counterclaims and evidence. You will have 15 minutes to complete this activity. Congratulations! You have finished Section 1, Lesson 6 of the Homeownership Unit. You assessed the attainability of homeownership for all Americans and developed a claim and defended your position.